Get back to the front side of the screen. Carry on.
And then in 1996, we put more of the titles into a single weekend in the middle of the festival, and noticed that people were actually coming and staying. And so from that point onwards, it was the Widescreen Weekend.
It's probably our most critical audience.
King and I, of course, Carousel, which were CinemaScope 55.
Assess all the systems, do the A and B Dolby chain alignments, so we can test everything, make sure the magnetic sound is going to perform well.
Obviously Where Eagles Dare was a blow-up, but it still looked fantastic.
The Widescreen Weekend does deliver, I think, to an audience of people who are technically quite conscious.
The widescreen world is quite diverse and there's a lot of material, but then finding that material is quite difficult.
It's spread between 35mm digital prints, 70mm, a bit of Cinerama.
And my first job after leaving school was as an usherette selling ice creams in a cinema.
And they really like to relive that and be afforded the chance to be able to come somewhere where they can hopefully experience that and relive that memory again.
Which is what I can remember seeing there with a packed house of screaming children, although I was one myself.
So I saw Cleopatra 19 times, which was about 18 too many, but you know.
I think in its first 10 years we showed more and more old pink prints.
Film prints fade, you know, it's a degradable source material.
Casino Cinerama, and I think it was roughly about 1972 where I saw The Last Valley, which is one of my favourite 70mm of all time.
We've only screened it twice during Widescreen Weekends, and I just thought, yes, it's back on the big screen.
Where you get a 70mm frame filled by a great production designer and a great cinematographer. It's like going to a painting exhibition.
The Robe is Ben Hare.
Old Shatterhand.
Mutiny on the Bounty.
It was Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
It's The Longest Day.
I'm very fond of the Alamo.
I used to follow it around when I was a child. I used to follow it from cinema to cinema. I saw several 70mm presentations of it.
I think what the Widescreen Weekend is about has changed over the years.
There's the digital world, which is great, but there's this other world which has its own rules and its own integrity and its own talent, and that should survive as well.
I never thought it would last this long.